Thanks for keeping it tuned here to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm very happy to be joined by my good friend Kole Nordmann from the Utah Olympic Park right now. Cole, how are you doing this morning, man?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for having me on.
Always good to see you. Always a pleasure to have Utah Olympic Park on. How has it been since this last weekend? It was really a really huge weekend for you guys. You guys had your first Flying Aces All-Star show as well as Olympic Day this last Saturday.
Yeah, last Saturday was a big day for us. We had about 1,500 to 2,000 people just in the plaza. It was completely packed. Bounce houses, face painting, all of that with Olympic Day. It's one of my favorite events, family-centered events that we do every single year. It's actually an international celebration of the Olympics that happens same day around the world. So we love to be a part of that. But we connected it to our first freestyle show of the year, and it was actually our highest attended first freestyle show of a season. Wow. So I'm looking for a big year as far as freestyle shows go. It's a revamped show. They've got new music, new tricks. It's really something to see. You should definitely come out and check it out if you have time.
So this last one seems like it was a really big one. As you said, all the party continued all day long from Olympic Day until the evening for the Flying Aces All-Star Show. You guys also have some really cool summertime activities that just opened up as well. The brand new zip line tour, which is pretty much a hit already. Our own Chloe Johnson said she got to take a little ride on it and loved it.
It's pretty amazing. It's a 7-stop zip tour that zigzags its way across the bobsled portion of Utah Olympic Park. We have 400 acres, but we put it on the bobsled side of things to give you a tour of that, so you can actually see people going down the bobsled as you go down a few of our zip lines. We're going through our last inspection today, so I'm really hoping that we actually open that up to the public this weekend.
Awesome. That sounds like that'll be a ton of fun. It's actually, isn't it one of the longest or biggest?
Well, we have the second steepest zip line in our extreme zip. That's a point to point.
Okay.
This is a point to point to point to point. Yeah, we go all the way down. There's 7 different towers that you go to, 7 different zip lines. I'm also excited about our new airbag jumps.
Yes, this is huge too.
We built platforms at 5, 10, and 15 feet, and you just jump off into a giant airbag. It's really something. Yeah, the 10 and 5, about the same feeling. When you get to that 15-foot platform, it almost seems like it's 30 feet down.
Way higher than it is.
It's a bit of a mind bender, but it's actually super fun. You just fall off the edge and boom, you're in the bag. It's really quite extraordinary.
And that's great. And that one's already open to the public, right?
Not quite yet. They're tied to the same permit. So we have our inspection this morning. We don't see anything happening with that. We just have to go through those checks and balances like everybody else does to open a new attraction. I'm really hoping that it will be open this weekend.
That sounds great. So hopefully this weekend you can make your way over to the Utah Olympic Park and try out those 2 brand new attractions that they have this summer. You guys still have all of your summertime regular attractions as well. The extreme tubing down the hill, down the ski jump hill.
It's definitely a fan favorite. Yeah. The only thing we don't have open right now is our beloved Alpine Slide. It's actually closed for maintenance. We're putting a shade structure along the entire 8/10 of a mile of that steel slide just to make things a little better. It's all about the user experience, and we're always trying to improve that. So that's why we bring on new and exciting activities, but it's also a focus of ours to make sure the activities we do have, create that experience that we want for our customers.
Absolutely. So that's kind of what's been happening at the Utah Olympic Park as of yet, but what's to come? We have some really cool events happening here in the next few weeks and months, right?
Yeah, the one event I'm super excited about is Seco Block, the climbing event we do
for sure.
It's one of the best, most compelling sporting events I've ever been around. I've worked in sport management my entire career, and it's so compelling to watch 2 people free solo up a 65-foot wall and race each other to the top. It's not a question of when they get there, it's just how fast they can get there.
How fast they can do it, right?
Yeah.
And it's really cool too because the way that they set up the route, everything's kind of mirrored. It's like the same move, just on the opposite side.
Exactly.
So it's really cool to see these people and the way that their different climbing styles approach the route, which is really interesting. Plus, I think seeing them jump off the platform at the very top at the end is pretty cool too.
Yeah, it's something that even these athletes who free solo all around the world on cliffs, in Spain and places like that, will still get a little trepidatious when they get to the top of that wall because it's 60 feet down to the water's edge, and some of them aren't really used to jumping that far into water. But it's really an amazing event to watch. It's something that will be a test event in the upcoming Summer Olympics.
Oh, really?
So
wow.
free solo climbing is getting super. It's a fan favorite. So I highly recommend people to come out and watch that. If you've never seen it before, there's nothing like seeing it in person. It's like a hockey game.
I agree.
You watch hockey on TV, it's way different than the experience you get actually in the stadium.
Standing next to the Seco Block wall, too, you'll just kind of feel how large that feat is. Actually coming up over that 60-foot wall, it looks so much smaller than it actually is on television. When you get there and see it in person, you get so much more respect for the athletes doing it. You're like, wow, not only do you have the endurance to get up there, but then you have to be courageous enough to jump off the top. So that's huge. Plus, I think it's cool because you're going to be able to see some of the very best athletes in this free solo climbing compete, which is really cool.
Well, the event was created by Chris Sharma and a couple partners, so he brings in some of the best climbers every year. We bring in world-class route setters for the event to make sure we're challenging the athletes in different ways with dynos and all those types of different holds that we incorporate into the routes. I'll climb the wall, for a lunch break or something like that when it's really hot, but those are the really easy routes, right? Those are some routes that we set for the general public. When we get into the competition time, we set those routes at a very high level, and it's really compelling to watch.
Sounds like a great time. So how can people get tickets, or do they need to buy tickets for Seco Block? How can they attend?
If you'd like to get tickets, just go to UtahOlympicLegacy.org or SecoComp.com. That's the best way to get tickets right now. They're actually on sale, so you can get those today if you wanted for that August 4th event.
Sounds great. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to Seco Block. I'm going to buy some tickets for sure. Is there anything else that's happening at Utah Olympic Park that you want to let the viewers know about?
Yeah, we're in our peak season right now, so come out, enjoy all of our activities. Like I said, the only thing that's under maintenance right now is the Alpine Slide. We're looking to bring on those 2 new activities this week, so your Gold Pass will go even further.
Nice. Sounds great, Cole. Always a pleasure to have you guys in. We look forward to spending some more time at the Utah Olympic Park this summer. Some great Flying Aces All-Star shows to be happening every Saturday, and then the Seco Block competition coming up on August the 4th. Tickets are on sale now. As Cole said, head to UtahOlympicLegacy.org for tickets there. They are on sale, so get them while they're cheap right now and before they sell out. We'll be right back with much more right here on the Mountain Morning Show. Don't go anywhere.